My question is in regards to up to what point can we as parents, well, my children are small, but I see a lot of permissiveness from children, especially during the time where they become adolescents, and they are allowed to do many things in schools. They are taught different philosophies. They are allowed to make transcendental decisions for their age as a child. For example, decisions such as what church will they attend, decisions such as what is their sexuality, what gender they are, what gender they are not. And there are laws that support these decisions. And I would like to know, we as children of God who inspire to be children of God, and with the values that God has taught us that we must teach our children, how can we, or up to what point can we allow for them to make decisions, and up to what point can we allow them to do things?
Our children of the church, they are not going to make decisions if they see good examples in their parents. Because if their parents have values, they have spiritual values, if their parents have the fear of God and they look for God with sincerity, the mother or the father, because there are children that live only with the mother or only with the father, their parent who comes to church and they have values, they have an abundant spiritual life, fear of God, they have converted to the Lord, they are not going to have problems with their children, because their children are going to follow the example of their parents of the fear of God. The children are going to see that mom and dad love God, that mom and dad go to church, that God speaks, they hear that God speaks. There is prophecy that we must love God, that people outside in the world, they commit sin, and there are many mistakes, and they teach a lot of false things, lies that confuse. And children realize this, they know this, and they do what their parents do, what they see their parents do. And if their parents are spiritual people who have converted to God, then the child already at school, no matter what theories they teach them, they are not going to accept it. They are going to obey their teachers, and they're going to, maybe they might have homework and have to complete it. But in their hearts, children are not going to believe and accept, because they know that that is not from God, and that God becomes angry. Because children begin to love God when they see that their parents love God. That is the example. Therefore, you must not be worried. And when the child comes and say, they taught me this, you teach them. You say that is not correct. God does not like this. He becomes angry because of this. That is not good before the Lord. They teach that there because they do not have God. They do not know God. Do not believe. Listen to what they teach and do your homework, but do not accept this, because God does not like this. The child is going to understand. They understand. And they know how to distinguish. There are many children that say, no, they tell us to do this and that, but God doesn't like it. Therefore, since God doesn't like it, I don't want to do that. There are many children that are like this. Therefore, you must not be worried. But, brothers and sisters, if the parents are living an unrighteous life without conviction, and they are not dedicated to God, they are not converted to God, then you are not going to have good kids. They are going to become rebellious and stubborn. They are going to do whatever they will, whatever they want. They are not going to obey you, because that is what you are giving them. You are giving them a bad example. Therefore, we must decide. We must make a decision to convert to God with all of our heart, and to love God so that our children may follow our footsteps. Therefore, they learn doctrine, they learn and they know that everything that they are being taught there is not correct, and it displeases the Lord. That is what that is. It's very simple.